Hey everybody, my name is Kris Amerikos and welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about 10 English words that are hard to pronounce. And before we get started here, press the subscribe button and hit the bell so that you get notifications every time there's a new video. So today we're talking about 10 words that are really hard to pronounce, and they're hard to pronounce for different reasons. Some of them have lots of letters together and sounds together, and it can be really hard to say them. Other words are hard because English speakers don't pronounce some of the letters in the words. And some of them are different between British English and American English. So we're going to look at 10 difficult words and we're going to explain why they're difficult, how you can remember how to pronounce them, and how to make sure that you say them correctly from now on. The first difficult word to pronounce is comfortable. Comfortable. Now, this word is hard to pronounce because it looks like there's 4 syllables in this word, but when we say it, there's only 3. So this word looks like comfortable, but that's not how you should say it. If you say it like that, people are going to give you a strange look. Instead, you should say comfortable. 3 syllables. Comfortable. Comfortable. It's almost like we take out that O and R in the middle of the word.
Those must be comfortable shoes.
One way that I like to remember the pronunciation of this word is by thinking that comfort is a must. There's no option. There's no or in comfort. So comfortable, I just take out the OR, the or. I take out the option. It's a must. The second word that's difficult to pronounce is difficult for the same reason as the first word. This word looks like it has 4 syllables, but when we say it, there's only 3. And this word is vegetable. That's right, it's vegetable, not vegetable. So here we take out the second E and we say vegetable with 3 syllables.
Vegetables.
Next is our third difficult word, and this word is restaurant. Again, here, this word looks like it's 3 syllables, but when we say it, it's only 2 syllables. It's not restaurant, it's restaurant. So we take out that extra A and U in the middle of the word, and we squeeze the word together to make it restaurant.
A restaurant?
So next time you ask someone out on a date, make sure you take them to a restaurant, not a restaurant. What is a restaurant? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. It's better to say restaurant. Okay, the next 3 difficult words are difficult for 2 reasons. First of all, when people see them, well, it's difficult to pronounce them and to understand how we should pronounce them. But the second reason that these 3 words are difficult is because they're pronounced differently in American English and in British English. So people in different parts of the world might pronounce them differently. The first of these words is medicine. Now, you probably understand from my name, Kris Amerikos, that I'm American, or I'm from the United States. And this means that I pronounce this word medicine with 3 syllables.
Bad medicine.
But if you speak to one of my British friends, they're going to tell you that this word is medicine with 2 syllables. So in British English, typically people remove this extra I. So it depends on where you are and who you're speaking to. Some people say medicine, and some people say medicine.
Medicine?
The next difficult word is difficult for a similar reason. And in American English, we say literature with 4 syllables.
It's wrong to destroy literature.
But in British English, this is literature with only 3 syllables.
Literature.
So again, in British English, here we've removed another letter. We've removed the first E. So American English, literature. British English, literature. And the next word is also difficult for the same reason. In American English, this is military with 4 syllables.
Military.
But in British English, it only has 3, and it's military.
Military service.
So here we've removed the A from the word. Now, when I tell you that we've removed a letter from the word, that doesn't mean that we write it without those letters. No, we still write it with those letters, but we just don't say them. You're probably really happy that you're learning English. It doesn't matter what's written on the paper, you just say what you want, right? Ah, English. Okay, the next 2 words that are difficult to pronounce are difficult because they kind of sound like other words, or they're hard to pronounce because of the sounds in the words. And the first one of these is the word clothes. Now, I know that it's really difficult to say the sound and it's even more difficult to add a z sound after that. So all of you guys who are out there learning English right now, I hope that you understand that English, it's not the most beautiful language in the world. Because we say sounds like th, th, th. Just practice that a few times. Th, th, th. And then you can say this word correctly. Clothes. Clothes. Now, I think it would be pretty strange if you saw a bunch of people walking around at the shopping center saying, I want some new clothes. And that's why most English speakers don't even pronounce that word like that. They pronounce it very softly, or they pronounce it like a completely different word. Close. Like close the door. Close the door and put on your clothes. You probably couldn't tell if I said these two different words in a sentence. Clothes and clothes. Sure, you can see the difference in my mouth and my tongue, but can you really hear the difference? I probably couldn't.
Clothes.
The next word that's difficult to pronounce is the word work. You know, you have a job, you've got stuff to do, you have to work.
Work.
But for some reason, when a lot of English learners say this word, it sounds like walk. Like when you don't have a car and you need to use your feet to move around someplace. So let's practice these two words right now and understand how they're different. When we're on foot, we walk, walk, walk. And here you hear my American accent again with the ah, walk, walk. Notice that we do not pronounce the L in this word. We do not say walk. No. We say walk. Now let's repeat the other word. Work, work, work. This has the same sound as other words like girl or first or bird. Our ninth word that's hard to pronounce is the word months. And this is difficult to pronounce because, again, we have this TH plus S combination at the end of the word. So practice saying that separate from the word first. Yeah, English is so weird. Months, months. However, when people are speaking very quickly, sometimes it doesn't sound like months. Sometimes it sounds like months. Months. And we don't even say that extra th sound at all.
Months.
Isn't that great? You can completely forget about it. Well, only in this word. And the last word that's difficult to pronounce is actually one of many, and it's one of many in a category called cardinal numbers. Like when we say first, second, third. So first, second, and third are not so difficult. But as we continue and as we add on more and more numbers, they become more difficult. And we have things like fourth, fifth, sixth. Yeah, it can be really difficult to say those things with those combinations at the end, right? So let's look at the word sixth. Here we have the sounds k, s, th at the end. So just practice that separate from the word. K, s, th, k, s, th, k, s, th. Now let's combine them. Ks, th, ks, th. And all together. And that's how you can learn how to say the word sixth.
Happy 6th birthday, Timmy.
I hope you enjoyed this video about 10 words that are really hard to pronounce in English, and I hope you learned something that'll help you pronounce them better, more clearly, and more correctly. Don't forget to press like, press subscribe, leave a comment down below, and hey, if you want, you can even make a video of yourself saying these funny English words just like I did. I'd love to watch them if you want to leave a link to your videos in the comments down below. Make sure to tune back in next week for a new video because I release a video every week. Thanks for watching and thanks for learning English. You're making the world a better place. I'm Kris Amerikos and I will see you in the next video.